Yo, what up? Thank y'all so much for dropping by, man. I'm just about to let y'all guys know what's going down out here in these motor streets, man. So apparently you got BYD wants to buy Dodge. Now, for some odd reason, Chrysler CEO doesn't want to sell Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, and Ram. I don't know why. This right here seems like some fishy business is going on over there at Stellantis, right? So why wouldn't you report this? Why wouldn't you say, hey, if they're trying to buy Dodge for top dollar to bring the V8s back, because we already know BYD is from China and China buying up everything, you know, I mean, they right now are going on a shopping spree, bro. And it's crazy that we're not even allowed to know what's really going on behind closed doors. Like, why did they deny the V8 when all they had to do was drop it down to one version of it, bring out your little funky inline six that you wanted us to have, and then you could have gave us a twin turbo 5.7 V8 Hemi. That's all we needed. We would have been happy. That would have shot everybody up. Wouldn't have been no arguing, wouldn't have been no fussing, because we understand that times are changing. But when you completely go cold turkey on a muscle car V8, bro, you ain't giving us nothing. And then you want to bring out an unreliable engine that you know that ain't gonna hold up, that's gonna create problems. People are already saying they're having problems with these Hurricane engines. Then you want to give it a cool name like a 6-pack. No, why didn't you make a slant six, you know, crankshaft, you know, single crankshaft in there that sounds like a Hemi V8 and retune it? I think people already know, they understand, man, this car ain't gonna sound good as a Hemi. We already know that. It's gonna sound probably like a maybe like an M4 or something. Sounds pretty good, clean sounding six, make a lot of noise, but at the same time, it's not going to be tuned like that Hemi, you know, single crankshaft instead of 4 overhead cams. It's going to have a different tune. Not that it doesn't sound good, it just don't sound like a V8 quite. So SRT could have did it. Of course, SRT can make a 6 sound like a V8. They if they can build a car that have 1,000 horsepower, come on. I'm pretty sure they can build 6-cylinder cars that sound like a V8, but it's going to take some tooling. It's going to take some tuning. They're going to have to. It's just going to have a single crankshaft. The reason why I say that, because you can make pretty much a 3.6 liter, you know, Pentastar sound like a V8 just by camming it, just by putting different camshafts in there, and you can hear it chopping. So if you can bring it down to one single camshaft and then throw it in the middle in 6 cylinders of camshaft, it's going to take a lot of tuning. It's probably going to burn hella gas. I'm not even going to hold you. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a gas guzzler, but that's what we want. You know, that's the true American way. And if you couldn't squeeze the Hellcat 392 Hemi V8 5.7 V8 tune, if you can't create a twin turbo V8, why didn't you just kill off the Charger and the Challenger? It don't make any sense, because it's like a disrespect to our heritage. You know, it don't make sense to come out with just an inline and an EV, and then you say, no, we can't go back to the drawing board. No, we're investing in EV. We want to be the new Tesla. Like, that doesn't make any sense. You rebranding everything. You want to turn Dodge, Chrysler into Alfa Romeo and Fiat. Don't nobody want the Hornet. Don't nobody want that little compact, you know, SUV. It's too small. You know, you should have gave us a Stelvio, the one that comes with the twin turbo Ferrari engine. Why couldn't we get that one? You know, Dodge would have loved to have that one. Give us the best version of the car. Don't give us like 4-banger, underpowered little compact, you know, grocery getter. That ain't impressive. Now the Durango, Hellcat, ScatPack, Hemi is impressive. It's just a manly thing. It's something about a Hemi V8 just manly and masculine that we just love to tear up the road and burn rubber and burn plenty of gas. It's something that turns a man on about that V8 sound. So if you can't do that, and we grew to love a V8, and then you slap us in the face and say, hey, all you getting is an EV and an inline 6. Does that sound impressive to the masses, to your fan base, to the Mopar community, to the Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram? Do that sound impressive? An EV Charger, you know, and an inline 6 that's going to be across the slate. So pretty much everything is going to have this, from the Ram, Chrysler, Dodges, Jeeps, you know, and so on. Even the little Alfa Romeo Hornet. It ain't a Dodge Hornet, an Alfa Romeo Hornet. So everything across the map is going to be inline, 4-banger, turbo, twin turbo, or EV. That's not what we asked for. And you got BYD coming in ready to drop the bag off. Ready, I'm gonna say it again. They're ready to drop the bag off and buy Dodge. Bring back the V8s probably. I don't know 100%. I'm just assuming. It's just what I'm hearing out here in these motor streets. They're ready to bring it back. And we got to deal with this cocky, arrogant, jackass CEO over there at Stellantis. Just refuse to get on the phone with these folks and say, hey, can we talk turkey? How can we figure this thing out to win the American market back? Because we don't understand them. We're Europeans. We think everybody want a compact little SUV, a car, two-door coupe. You know, that's an Alfa Romeo or a Fiat. Ain't nobody over here checking for Alfa Romeo or Fiat. That's just not us. We're a big muscle car guys. You spoiled us for the last 15, 20 years with these Dodge Chargers and Challengers, Magnums, Chrysler 300s, you know, pickup truck Rams, Hemi V8, SRT. And now you're gonna drop a EV in a inline six and try to make it cool by calling it a six pack? Man, go slap yourself. Does this guy sound like he knows cars, or he's just a businessman that's just greedy and just came up on a gold mine because the Hellcats were so popular? They were selling like hotcakes, and they made so many millions and billions of dollars for Stellantis until this man jacked the price up. He became greedy. He seen the profit that the Durango was making when the percentage of the Durangos was selling. It made over 7% more money. You know what I'm saying? Or 7 billion more in revenue 1 year or something like that. I seen the statistics. I seen the benchmark that the Durango was doing pretty good. So that's why they keep bringing the Durango back out. You know, because it was doing so well. Because the market is demanding powerful big SUVs and pickups. But for some odd reason, this jackass decides he wants to go inline. And I can't get over it. I just can't stress it enough because it's giving the entire Mopar fan base a headache. We can't understand it at all. The math ain't mathing. You know what I'm saying? It's like, how do you equal like inline six equates to a supercharger Hemi V8 coming from a red-eye Hellcat, a Demon SRT, 1,000 horsepower. Do you know the technology? Do you know the money, the time, the resources? Come on, man. Let's talk turkey. Like, let's be real. If we're gonna be real, let's keep it real out here in these motor streets, okay? Let's keep it real. What in the world are you going to do with this? We can't do anything with it. You tell me, and I'm gonna tell you. We gotta put two and two together. We gotta make it make sense, okay? How are we gonna get an inline six pack and we're gonna make a Hemi out of it? We gotta figure this thing out. Maybe we can put 2 6 packs together and make a 12 pack. I don't know. Maybe that sounds cooler. 12 pack. You know, like, I'm trying to figure this thing out right now. I don't know what they want to do. They refuse to go V8. They refuse to make another version of a V8. They refuse to make an electric V8, e-fuel, a hydrogen engine Hemi. They refuse to do anything of that nature. They don't want to hear it. It's like, bro, get this off my desk. It disgusts Stellantis. It disgusts the European market. They don't like V8s. They think it's nasty and disgusting. It makes them throw up in their mouth when they even hear Hemi over there. I don't know what it is. But over here, we love it. Nobody's checking for a Hornet. Nobody's checking for an underpowered, you know, hybrid system that we know that's going to tear up in a few years and it's going to cost top dollar that people just don't have. They don't even have money for the regular cars to fix that we got now. Now you want to put EVs that you got to go back to the dealer for every little thing. And we know these cars are going to take time to work all the bugs out. It's going to take years, 5, 10, 15, 20 years. We're going to be going through this bull crap. It's like the car market is trash, bro. The entire car market has become garbage with all of these lawmakers, politicians, making all these regulations that the car manufacturers have to do, or they shut them down, they cancel them. And this is not good for the auto industry when all the prices are skyrocket because of inflation that they created, because they one who created the market. So if they create the market, they're gonna tell you, oh, well, you gotta do what we say, or we're gonna cancel you. We're gonna shut your company down. If you're not gonna charge $50,000, $60,000 for basically the Charger GT, you know, that's outrageous. Like, just because you had a hot product, you abused it. They had a hot product with the Hellcat and they abused it. They're overcharging everybody because they came up on a gold mine, and Dodge was in their prime a few years ago, and now they fell off the market. Don't nobody even desire it anymore because they're like, no, nobody wants to represent a failing brand, bro. Look at Pontiac. Nobody want to. Who's walking around saying, hey man, we want that Pontiac, you know what I'm saying, we want that Firebird back, you know what I'm saying, want that GTO. Yeah, we want them back, but we already know it's over. Once it's over, ain't no really coming back, man. You know, we want the Cuda, we want Plymouth to come back. I don't know, you know, that's that's scratching the kind of thing. I don't think that's ever gonna happen. But y'all guys already know what's up, man, out here in these motor streets.